We're coming back to Haworth with their Soji chair. This has a really nice mesh backrest. It's not one of their high-end chairs like the Zodi or the Fern, but this is still a really nice, comfortable chair if you're in more of that mid-range price level. For me, this is kind of like that epitome of a B-tier chair, and it kind of has that mid-tier price, so it's going to sit in a B.
I've always been a huge fan of the Soji just because I feel like it's one of those chairs where you can kind of recommend it to anyone and feel good about recommending the chair. There's not a lot of downsides on it that are going to be deal breakers for people. It fits a really wide range of people. Arms are super adjustable. Is it the most comfortable chair on the planet? No. I do think that it's more comfortable and better than the better chair in their lineup though, which is the Very. And so just from a pure value standpoint, I have a really hard time keeping this out of the A tier simply because you can pick this thing up for like $550. And for me, there's not going to be a better chair until you get upwards of $800-900. And so from a comfort standpoint, I'm usually at like a B plus on this chair. You're getting amazing policies from Haworth. It's really well built. And so just value alone, what you're paying for the chair and bang for your buck, I'm at an A-.
I think I'm being influenced by Ryan on this one, honestly, because I'm pretty much in the same boat. I give it like a B tier all day for comfort. I think the seat's a bit firm for some people, but I like a firm seat. Arm pads kind of are the same way, backrest is kind of the same way, but well built overall. It's got all of Haworth's policies, and they're not charging you $100 like Herman Miller is now. Still give you the full 30-day returns. I think you're spot on. I'm going to go A from where I was at before, which was going to be a B+.
I think the Hon Ignition is just our symbol at BTOD for a C-tier chair. I've just always ranked this thing as C-tier. I just think it's a really good middle-of-the-road chair. It doesn't have any features that are going to wow you. It doesn't have any features that I would consider to be deal breakers for most people. It's right at that kind of $400 price point, so you're not overpaying, you're not underpaying. Decent warranty through Hon, decent return policy depending on where you get it. So I'm just going to stick with what's been the norm for me on this chair, which is C-tier.
So the Hon Ignition 2.0 is definitely a middle-of-the-road chair for sure. Again, it's from Hon. That's kind of the name of their business, is middle of the road. That's pretty much what they do. They're a mid-market brand, and they put out products that are like this. It's not going to wow you. It's going to hold up probably for a long time. It's got a lifetime warranty on the frame and the rest of the parts. Your foam fabric upholstery is like 12 years, so it's got a pretty ridiculous warranty on it. Value-wise, it's mid to high $400, but it's just I'm sitting in a chair. So if that's what you're looking for, you don't really want to notice it. You don't want to be wowed from it. Probably give it a pretty decent C tier here. I'm gonna actually bump it maybe C+ just because they've got those nicer warranty. It's a pretty ridiculous warranty. So.
Yeah, I think one of the good things you can say about it too is it doesn't have like really any obvious problems. So it's not like you're going to sit in it and notice something that's really uncomfortable. So again, if you're maybe buying this for a bigger office where a lot of people are getting them, or maybe it's a chair that multiple people are going to be sitting in, it's probably going to fit a pretty wide range, and most people are going to be like, oh, this chair's fine. So it's also kind of just average looks. But when you're spending $450 in that range, you're probably going to want more than just average, or you're going to want something that stands out that you really like. So that's why this is going to drop in C tier.
We've got the OM Truly chair. This is one of those chairs that's a little bit under the radar. We've talked about it quite a bit in the past. I'm actually really impressed with this one from what you're going to get standpoint for the price point, right? That's why I gave it a B tier in comfort. I really like the backrest. It's got like a poly back that's got this more intuitive lumbar support. So when you turn this knob, it's actually going to kind of squeeze the backrest down and push the lumbar out. So again, for me, I like lumbar. It's got the nice big same arm pads that the Yes has. Those are all kind of interchangeable. And when you add this jacket on the backrest, it's going to get a little bit of softness to that poly back. So if you don't necessarily like the kind of feel that a poly back, which is like a plastic, has, you can soften it up a little bit. The only downside, you can't do the headrest with the jacket. So that would maybe be a drawback for some people. The seat pad is nice and soft. It's good size. Overall, the chair is going to fit you if you're about average size. Again, it doesn't necessarily wow you out of the park, but it's not going to be something that's average like the last chair, the Hon Ignition. This is an easy B tier. It's not plus or minus. It's just right in the middle on the B tier. Again, you get the 12-year warranty for your parts, and then you get a 5-year warranty on all your foam and fabric. So again, I think we've got free returns now too on these as well, and the limited options that we have. So yeah, pretty good overall.
Yeah, for me, I'd actually go with that version with just the regular poly bag and add the headrest. I know some people look at that poly bag and they think, oh, that's going to be really uncomfortable. It's hard plastic, whatever. But once you actually sit into it, it doesn't feel hard. It does have the flexibility, and it kind of feels cooler. It doesn't have the warmth that sometimes sinking into a upholstered backrest can have. And it does have a really nice headrest. So this is similar to the Yes chair where it has a ton of adjustments. With that does come a little bit of that movement, which if you're picky about that, it might bother you a little bit. But for that price range, I'm going to give this a B.
The Truly for me is one of those hidden gems that we find that it's not talked about a ton on the market, but this really does provide a good value at a really difficult price point to shop. We've talked about chairs, in the $500 to $900 range. There's not a huge selection in there that are really good go-to options. We've talked about the ErgoHuman Extreme, the BTOD Akir, the Soji could be in there as some possible options. This chair is going to be the same price, and you're going to get an incredible amount of adjustments. Two-way adjustable backrest, it's height adjustable, depth adjustable, lumbar adjustable, the seat depth adjustment, height adjustment, the arms are crazy adjustable. You can add the headrest, the jacket, so you can customize the chair quite a bit. Great warranty, great return policy. And so when we're looking at chairs that are a little bit more expensive, like the Amiya or the Zodi, are you really getting that much more value by jumping up and paying $200-300 for those? I'm not necessarily sure that you are. And if I was going to choose between this one and the ErgoHuman Extreme, I would choose the Truly. And so just from a pure value standpoint, I'm going to bump this from my BP plus rating I'm typically at for comfort. I'm going to put this as an A-.
If you want to see how we rank all of the most popular chairs, head over to BTODtv to see our full office chair tier list. Click the link in the description.